Hey, what's up? It's your girl Jazzy J, and I'm back with part two of the DoorDash video. So, if you didn't watch the first video, I'm gonna link it below so you can kind of know what's going on. Just talking about some DoorDash woes and some things that happened during my first experience with DoorDash. So, I ended off talking about I had an order that I had to go to Chipotle, and with DoorDash, you'll have a couple different orders. The best orders are the ones that it's like, no need to pay, just walk in, pick up the order. Great, fine. Then you'll have an order that it'll either say pay with red card, or it'll say order the food and pay with the red card. So the issues that if I have any issues when it comes to orders, sometimes it's like that red card order. Those are the ones that you get those issues with. So anyhow, I go into Chipotle, I order for this lady, and I pay with the red card. Boom, didn't have no problems. Red card, took the money, everything was good. So we're gravy, we're ready to go. So with DoorDash, when you leave a restaurant, they want you to swipe and say that you left a restaurant so they can notify the customer that you're on the way to their house. So I leave the restaurant, swipe, error. I'm like, okay, what's this? All right, my first time ever seeing this. So I'm like, all right, let's just start over. So I go back down, click that I have everything, swipe, error. Same thing happened about 6 times, and I'm like, what the fuck? What is going on? So, anyways, I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. I know where I'm going. Let's just drop this food off. So I go to the lady's house to drop off the food. And first, it's nighttime. I just moved to Colorado Springs. It's cold as fuck. It's about 25 degrees outside. And I find her apartment and I'm walking around. I find the number and I'm walking around looking for the apartment. Finally, I find the apartment. So I end up in the back of her apartment. She told me if the doors to enter into my apartments are locked, call me so I can come downstairs. Cool, perfect. So I find her apartment and I can see her. I'm in the back side of her apartment. I'm where the sliding glass door would be. So I see her sitting at the computer. So I'm calling. And I call 3 times. And I can like see her through the window, like sliding, like denying the call. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know that you just ordered food. You know you told somebody to call. What's the problem? Answer the fucking phone. So she wouldn't answer the phone. So I text. I'm like, hey, this is Jasmine from DoorDash. I just want to let you know that I'm outside. And no response. Nothing. So I can see this lady, and I know this has to be her apartment because 101 is down here. So this has to be her in 201. So I'm like, all right, I know this is her. So I don't suggest nobody doing this. Don't do this. This is what I did. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was just kind of fed up, and I'm just like, you know what? You gonna come outside. You gonna get this food after what I had to go through. So I take some pebbles that I find on the ground, and I like chunk them at her sliding glass door. Nothing. She didn't hear nothing. I'm like, what you... okay. So I take a couple more, chunk them up there. Nothing. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm finna find a bigger, like, stone or something. I'm not gonna say rock because I ain't trying to break her window, but I need her to hear me. So I found like a little rock about that big, and I just bam, and she's like, and she looks, and she realizes that it's me, and she calls. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I thought that you were a scam caller. My phone kept saying scammer. And I'm just thinking like, bitch, excuse my language, you know somebody is delivering food to you. Like, why wouldn't you at least answer the phone just to see if it's a scam call or whatever, and then hang up? Like, you just wasted like 15 minutes of my time. So anyhow, she comes downstairs, she unlocks the thing, she gets the food, and she's like, if I would have had some cash, I would have gave you a tip. And I'm just like, whatever, I just want to be away from you, lady. So anyhow, I'm like, okay, I'm done with that. This was my second order. So like I had like a 3-hour shift that I was going to do. This was my second order. So I get in the car. I'm like, cool. Like, let's just get on with it. So I'm still getting that error message. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'm like, all right, cool. I know I delivered the food. I know I did everything right. I'm just going to close the app and start it back up. Well, DoorDash has this great little feature where it remembers what you're doing. If it looks like you haven't completed a dash or an order, you can't go any further. You can't go no further. That's it. Like, done, finito, that's it. So anyhow, couldn't go any further. Couldn't do anything, so I called support. I'm like, let me call support because it was a bonus going on at that time, so I really wanted to make some money. So I'm like, I'm gonna call support. I was on the phone waiting for support for about 45 minutes before I finally, it was like, I give up. Like, that's it. I'm done. I'm just going to go home. It's 25 degrees outside. It's getting colder and colder, and I just can't right now. Like, done. So, stayed on the phone with support for 45 minutes. Nothing. So I was like, you know what? Since I'm at home, I'm going to go ahead and call support. So at least it'll be set up to where I can start dashing tomorrow, so I won't have no problem. So I call support and literally fall asleep on the phone waiting for them. Nothing. Radio silence. Zero. Z to the row. So I'm just like, I'm done. I'm like, that's just it. So anyhow, I get a text at like 5 o'clock in the morning, like, your order has been canceled. We see that you didn't do blah, 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 which I already got the order, delivered the order, everything. So I honestly didn't even get paid for that order, because if you don't swipe to say that you finished an order to go through, you don't get paid. So I was out there, only got to do 2 orders, didn't get paid for one. So I'm like literally just like, I feel it rising inside of me. And then I would suggest, if you have somebody that can do DoorDash with you, do it with them. My husband does it with me, so I don't have to park the car or anything like that to like kill some time. But I will say DoorDash will bring out the evil in both of you, because the map is never right, stuff is never right, and you guys just, you didn't read that right. So I will say it kind of brought out the evil in both of us. But if you have somebody that can do it with you, I definitely suggest that. Am I going to try it again? Unfortunately, yes. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it for a week, and I'm going to see, how it goes. I heard Uber Eats is a lot better because you can get paid that day. I heard it's not as much stress as DoorDash. So I think I'm going to try that too. But for right now, I am going to try it again. But in 2 days, I made like $98. And that was from like a 2-hour shift. A 2-hour shift one day, then I went back and did another 2-hour shift, and then I did a 2-hour shift the other day and another 2-hour shift. So that's like $100 in 8 hours. So it's about $10 an hour, like a little more than $10 an hour. And then you got to take out gas. I probably spent like 10 or $15 in gas for those 2 days. So I mean, I don't know. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to see. And then you have to remember that taxes get taken out of here. So they don't take no taxes out, which means you got to pay at the end of the year 30% of the money you made. So you need to figure all that in before you start door dashing or Uber Eats, and see if it really adds up. Make sure you keep up with everything, so at the end of the year, you're taken care of. But that was my little story, and I will be back to let you know what other things that I had going on with DoorDash. Also, if you don't know me, I'm a rapper slash fitness person as well. So I teach fitness classes, but I will be on here with more music, more raps, workouts. So just be on the lookout for me. All right. You take care, guys. Bye.